Battlefield. Welcome. I figured I'd do this stream of not playing Battlefield because okay, a lot of people are saying it's not good. I'm peaking. Oh look, I'm peaking already. I think it's great. I think wow, that's awful. Okay, I think the game's great. I'm having a lot of fun with it, but I've been playing Cold War all year long, so I'm coming. My standards are low, is what I'm trying to say. But what I'm really into this game is with this finding all the crazy stuff. I've been running around the maps for just hours, just totally empty maps, finding all kinds of stuff. So I want to show some of that off. And I'm not to say that I found any of this. I've some of the glitches of you'll see will be some stuff I found, but this is mostly from the Battlefield Easter egg Discord. We've all been working together on there to find stuff, and they're much more experienced and better at it than me. These Portal game modes we're checking out are done by the Monotonist. Mono made up these map exploration modes with the Portal customizer, where it just infinite free time on the map with a bunch of extra settings so that it makes it easier to search. Like there's a menu you can open up where you can instantly parachute, switch to a grapple, or switch to the drone, which are all really good tools for finding stuff. I've got a notepad here full of stuff to check out. Okay, so we're gonna be Sundance, that she gets around the fastest. Okay, so we're gonna be Sundance. Oh, whoa! That she gets I can hear myself. Oh no. At least I know I can. My mic is working now. Okay, so here's Mono's thing. If you hit E4 times, there we go. You can get a grapple, drone, parachute, and your coordinates. Oh no, it didn't update? I wrote a new title, but it must not have updated. I'm still using the Streamlabs junk. I need to switch off of that. Let me go to the Twitch dashboard and see if it updated there. No, this is not VR chat. That's what I was playing last time. Okay, it should be updated now. So the first thing we're gonna look at is a snowman. There are 3 penguin drawings on this map that are references to one of the Easter egg hunters. You can look those up. People have already made million videos on those. It's like the most talked about thing. And I don't know the exact locations, and I won't bug you. I won't waste your time running around forever trying to find them. Still VR chat? Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do much exploring on stream. I might do that if I have time after this, but bleh. Mostly want to show off some stuff we've already found. Like, wow, where'd he go? Is he here? He's close by. I can smell him. Let's go to the top again. This stream might also act as some practice for me making like highlight versions of my streams. I want to try to cut this down, see how that works. Somewhere along the edge here. Would be nice to have a hub where we have maps of where everything is marked, but don't have that yet. So here is our snowman. And he's here with 2 empty chairs. I think this implies that there's 2 other snowmen to find. But people have noticed there are two chairs and an object on other maps. So that maybe that means something. But before I behead him, if you look directly in the place he's looking... Well, not directly, it's more over here. The other snowman can be found there. We're gonna go check that out next. First. Sorry. It must be done. The wingsuit flying is just great in this game. I bought the game because I wanted to grapple hook around, and then turns out the wingsuit is just much more fun. Here's the oil rig that it's got to have some kind of Easter egg on it, but I've searched every inch of it. There is a out of bounds clip I'll show you for it. There's the penguins. Oh, stand back here so we don't die. Oh. Get through here. I need a better view. Oh, not the drone. Oh yeah, the drone will work. Let's do a fun thing with the drone. If you repeatedly leave and re-enter the drone while out of the combat area, you can just fly forever, because it resets every time. We can go get a real up-close look. Some good penguin sound effects. There they go. And they go down to the little water there. And there's our second snowman. And he's looking this way. So I've been searching that side of the map for a third snowman to no avail yet. But the fact that this one isn't destructible leads me to believe maybe this is number 3, and there's a second one to destroy that we're looking for. But alas. Check out the bones. Oh, and this server has no fall damage. So here's the bones of what looks to be a whale, maybe? It's a weird-looking creature. They're not destructible or anything. I'm surprised there's not like a, what was that game called? Dishonored. A Dishonored whalebone charm. We think that maybe if there is an Easter egg, a big Easter egg on this map, that it'll end with like this thing coming alive or something. And if you try to crawl in it, you just start glitching out, which is a common occurrence, you'll see. Now I'll show you a glitch. It's a well skull. We all have some scary skulls. Okay. Can you see the hole from here? Not really. But if you'll see on this side, there's this ledge here. I can't go up. On this side, and this is one I found myself, yoop! There's a little slit. Now we're inside. Is good. Good stuff. And this area has one of my favorite out-of-bounds things you see in a lot of video games, which is that this texture is just the entire texture atlas. It's just all the baked texture pasted there. Love it. You love to see it. Over here, too. Sadly, can't get into there, because I'll show you from the bottom what that looks like. It looks like this, and we can't get up there, and there's an invisible wall, so you can't even take a drone up there. And I'm really curious what it looks like inside that room. And this little thing here reminds me of Bespin. I keep thinking I'm going to dangle off and the falcon's going to swoop by. We might revisit this map at the end, because there's another thing here under the map. It's like the level designer's signature he puts in all of the maps he makes in video games. But the only out-of-bounds clip in this map that I know of requires a helicopter, which isn't in this game mode. They haven't done a portal vehicle mode that you can do all the custom scripting on yet. So I'd have to just do it in a solo conquest mode. Come on. And this map is just so big. It's massive. See that mountain? You can climb that mountain. I hope they give us some better portal stuff so that it's like easier to make custom menus. Because crouching and just spamming the E button is not always reliable. So we're gonna check out a hole here. Still totally in bounds. There's the out of bounds. But over here, totally in bounds. This is part of the map. Just look right in there. Can't crawl in there, but you can see it. The way they made this mountain is there's a giant wall of terrain, just a plain flat wall all the way up, and then they put the rocks over it. But each of these sections of rock are their own models, so there's a lot of little gaps that you can fit between. Which, there is a gap you can fit between up here. And I want to show it off because it can do some funny things. It is fun just to free roam the maps. Come on. Oi! What you doing, mate? Alright, we're starting at the top and going down. Okay. Now, this is like the intended pathway. We're just gonna drop a bit below that. Where I guess they weren't expecting players to try to slide into, but I mean, it's there. Of course we're gonna slide into it. I think it's further that way. You're letting me down, grappling hook. Wow. Grappling hook really letting me down today. Okay. Why? I swear this was a lot easier to get to. I hope they didn't put up more walls all over this mountain, because there has been an update since the game came out. Oh no, oh wait, is that it? I think that's it there. Right there, moved it for a minute. Yeah, this is it. A lot further inbounds than I thought. This isn't too far off from that zip line you used to get to the top of the mountain. Here we are. Look at my map so you know where I am. It's this hole here. You can just drop down. We're right up against the mountain wall. And it's gonna get real glitchy. And if we can pack ourselves into the corner... Hey, I made it out of the map. I haven't done that before. Usually it spits me out. Let's see if we can get to the dev area. Got my thumbnail. Stay on target. Stay on target. Excuse me? Alright. Well, it didn't let us stand on it. But in theory, there should be a banana there. And like a clock that's set to 15? Yeah, a clock, a 15-minute hour clock. This is an oil rig box, so it may be inside the oil rig. Yeah, a lot of maps have the little platform underneath them. I don't know, maybe some vehicle spawns there to preload. But now we can just fall into the abyss. We're fine. And here's the bottom. It's water. There is water at the bottom of the ocean. And also, while you're in water in this game, your gun draws in front of your hand. Your grenade too, yeah. Just any held object is... The draw is wrong. It happens too when you're vaulting over things. Swimming or vaulting, and the gun just is non-Euclidean. And we also can't crouch here, so the only way to get out is to do this. So why are we an assault type? Switch a sniper. Now, let me show you the other thing, which is... There's a way to equip the drone so that your main weapon, the model replaces the drone's model, but it still uses the drone animations. And it's really funny with the sniper. Or any long weapon. Works for any primary weapon. But it's cooler with the with the long weapon. And it's not giving me the drone, so I'm just gonna play as the drone guy. We don't need the wingsuit anymore. Okay. Oh! That was already getting a little weird. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. If you're epileptic, don't look. Because if I might get this going pretty fast. Oh, I almost had it. You saw it. Here it is. Now we're playing Quake. He even puts his finger up like he's pressing the button on the drone keyboard. And when you reload, it's normal. Oh, you have to go here. Nope. Sometimes it lets you reload. And the reload is normal, and it just goes back to the center. Like, the animation blend just works. Okay. Is there anything else on this map? Got the bones, penguins, banana, snowman, helicopter clip spot. Can't do yet. Yes. Okay, let's go look at a real Easter egg now. Like the most honest to goodness real Easter egg we found. Not like a hidden detail. Not like a glitch. An actual, this is a Easter egg that references another thing. Going to discarded. Alright, we got a good spawn for it too. Whoop. So, first a fun detail about this map. Where are they? Over here. This plate here on the wall can be taken down if you activate activate these winches here. There's only a few map-specific interactions in this game so far, but the ones that are here are very cool. No? It take too long. Didn't know there was a timer on it. Incredible. I think there's one of those on the other side, too. What we want is over here. Now, a lot of the hallways in here look the same. And we're going to need a grapple hook. Oh, not that. Nope. A lot of these hallways look the same, so what you want to look for is the red bridge. It's like a sheet of metal, because there's only one of those. And it is... somewhere right here. This thing here. This is what gives it away. So you come over here. Here's where I am on the map. Now, if you noticed outside, this ship is called the Colossus. And as we know, a Colossus has a weak point. And here's its weak point. So this is the sigil that appears on all of the Colossi in Shadow of the Colossus. And you have to hit the weak point to kill him. So the ship, of course, has a Colossus weak point, because it's a Colossus. You can go spray can. And of course, there's this weird light here, which I am sure is just so you can see the Easter egg better. But people have already started, like, counting these lights on every map and trying to destroy every one. It's some real Pepe Sylvia stuff. That's the only major thing in this map, but we can go look at some of the graffiti. Where is it? Is it that place? It's there. A lot of these things look the same with these bunk beds, but there's some interesting stuff here. There's Field of Frusion Rush. This drink, Frusion energy drink, according to the conspiracy radios you can listen to in this game, it can bring back the dead. Which I think is a reference to a Pepsi ad. They got mistranslated in Chinese as... it'll bring your ancestors back from the dead. Like how Finger Looking Good for KFC got translated, I believe in Japanese or Mandarin, to eat your fingers off. Okay, here's the kind of room I was looking for. Except... something fun here. Where's the fun one? Oh, radio? Is this not the spot with the graffiti? Oh yeah, here we go. Got some things here. Some poop. That says, follow your heart. Cool eyeball. Rusty. Here you go. Question everything. And this is, I believe, unique graffiti. This one isn't replaced over and over again. There's also a cool 3D one here. This one. This reminds me of the Mirror's Edge DLC, which they never brought to PC. But the Steam game uses trading cards of the DLC, but they never brought the DLC to the PC. Okay, never. I'm blah. I like Mirror's Edge. Give us a DLC on PC. Gonzo King. Gonzo Kong? Gonzo Kong. Talk. This little guy. I don't know if I can show that on YouTube. And where's the one we thought was important? Right here. It looks like it says rat. Which is a kind of a big deal because there's a lot of rats in this game. And it's DICE is the same developers as Mirror's Edge, which had a ton of rat-inspired Easter eggs. There was a giant rat you could find. There were rats in the maps that would lead you to find the hidden collectibles. But it actually says no pat. It's the pat with a P and a line through it. And no pats are what the characters you play as in this game are called. They're the no pats. Not to be confused with the Omegas, which appear on the Conspiracy Radio. The Omegas are the Super Illuminati. The Illuminati of the Illuminati. They're truly controlling the world. It's great. There's like an in-game TrueAnon. Like, I swear to God they're referencing TrueAnon, because it's the same. The hosts are the same dynamic. Okay. Next, we're going to go to Kaleidoscope. That's the other map with a ton of things to show. And then there's just a couple of small things in another map or two. But this is my favorite map, so... So, I've explored it the most. And there's some funny things here. Oh, there you can see non-patriated ID card. The no pat. Which is their little logo there too. Okay, now no matter where we spawn, I'll do whatever we're closest to. This is the worst spawn I could have gotten. This area has a kind of boring Easter egg. Apparently, if you listen really closely, you'll hear cats meowing. I just hear birds. I don't hear the cat. And even if I did, I don't know what that would mean. But people are obsessed with it, and they've been looking all over this place for a cat. Because you can see birds, you can see rats, you can see snakes and crabs. No one's found a cat yet. Radio. So this text here, Melsbach and Brett's, keep that in mind. We're going to see those words again later in a very, very weird place. So this map is centered around a data breach. They're like Facebook type company. Their servers are in here, and the two sides of the war are fighting to get the servers for all the personal information. I don't know, but the point is there's a creepy server room in here that plays very weird noises. Day Song, that's what they're called. First of all, look how crazy this game is. Like, these are LED screens, right? They're just screens. So if you get close, you can see the scan lines. And if you get really close... Oh, this is a LED OLED screen, so it's the strips. There's actually another kind where it's a I think I got a RGB screen, whatever you call that. I think an IPS panel, and it actually has the little red, green, blue. Like there's so much detail in this game. But right here. Let's destroy the radio. There's one here. I think there's another radio on the second floor. Yep, there it is. When we posted about these weird servers, one of the developers in the game that's in the Easter egg Discord reacted to it with a headphones icon. So this is certainly something. This might not even be getting picked up on my audio for the stream. It's incredibly quiet. But it sounds either like a slowed down violin or like the creaking of a swing set type sound. It's very weird. I tried to speed it up in Audacity, whereas... And it sounds kind of like... where was it? It sounds... This is... Here we go. Like that. Do 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 do. Don't recognize it though. I don't think it's the Battlefield theme. The Battlefield theme plays on the radios here. It also plays as the elevator jingle, and it's in a few other places. But I don't think it's the same as that. Okay, you could hear it. Mono had to record his game a bunch and then do a bunch of Audacity editing for us to even be able to tell what it is, which we don't even fully know yet. So this here, first of all, it's 413. Haha, Homestuck. 413. Second of all, this QR code, someone cleaned it up. It leads to the DICE careers page. So if you want a job working on this game, QR code right there will be helpful. You just have to do some Photoshop editing to make a clear version of it. Alright, so, it turns out, the very top of this room, no collision. You could just go up here. You can't shoot out, but you can definitely see players outside. And you can see some very weird artifacts, because you can it doesn't know to load. It thinks you're inside the building and can't see out. So it starts unloading all these things. You could get in the elevator shaft from here, but you just get stuck, just soft locked. You can also go down here, which you're soft locked if you don't have a grapple. So you could put a tactical insertion point here, so that your teammates will spawn here and be like, Where are we? Where'd you take us? Oops, fell down the elevator shaft. Well, if you want to know if they textured the tops of the elevators, yes, they did. I could also get out with the parrot drop command. Very weird thing. This corner of the map. This is just a corner. Like, there's gameplay here. You'll see tanks fighting in this tunnel. What is this? What is this? How does this happen? Like, did they make a pothole and then it just went up instead of down? Did a displacement map somewhere get flipped inside out? How does this happen? And not even that. But there's two of these things. You can even toss a grenade and blow up just part of it. And it reacts properly. It's real terrain. You can see some of the Gibbs flying off into blue hell. How odd. I do like the little tram cars in this game. Little automated ones you take around. We don't need self-driving cars, but I could see some self-driving trolleys at parts. And third one! Four! I haven't seen these two! There's so many of these! They made this mistake so many times! It hasn't been fixed yet. Yeah, I'm playing this right after launch. There's only been a day one patch so far. So this stuff could be just fixed immediately. It probably should. Some of these out-of-bounds clips are, possibly detrimental to the gameplay. If you can spot people in there and place a spawn beacon. Here's a fun little detail. This thing here, just a really cool monument thing. Turns out it's a memorial. You can read the plaque here. In memory of the 207 lives lost when debris from falling satellites struck the spot on March 12th, 2040. Erected October 2040. Deep lore. There's a lot of lore and story to this game, and almost none of it is actually in the game, or there's no story mode. There's very little text. You can just read it from player cards. But if you watch like the trailers and watch all the extra stuff they made for YouTube and listen to the in-game radio a bunch, you can piece together the story that there was like a worldwide technology blackout and all the causes that came of that, and how global warming has affected things. That's why some of the maps are flooded, and how Russia's using this oil company in the place they're not supposed to, against the treaty, which is why that mission is a thing. But none of this is told through gameplay. In gameplay, you just spawn and shoot. Oh yeah, this game is very bleak future. Here's a fun spot. Is this the right spot? Am I in it? No, this is the other spot. It's the one with the lights on it. I think it's on the other side. Where's the door? Oh no, I'm getting lost. Okay, no, we're good. But this still isn't the right side. This building, everything looks the same here. I love the architecture. Very brutalist. But everything kind of looks the same. Maybe it is this spot. I thought I remember there being lights there. Oh, it's the third floor. What? Am I back here? Oh no. My brain. Not political, though. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's no politics in video games. Video games are for fun. Alright, I can't find it. There's a spot you can sit in, and it just, like, launches you or clips you through the floor again. But there's a real good clip down here. Oops. Come on. Give me the drone. You can hear me hitting it exactly 3 times. Did they break the drone one? Because that's not the first time I've had trouble today. Wait, you can move... Oh my god. I was hitting WASD. Hold on. Hold on. You tell me you can move your body after you're dead? Oh, come on! Alright, now we're making discoveries. Alright. Last thing in this building, but you can see why this building is seemingly the center of all the weirdness in this map. And a lot of the lore. Where is the data center? Oh, I'm really hating this building today. Okay, okay, okay. So there, the window. We're going to the window. This one is up. Can only be done with the drone, not a player. Oh, did this one get patched? This one might have gotten patched. Because it was real easy. All you had to do was rub here, and you could go right through. You can still kind of see through. Try the other corner. Nope, nope, I was just on the wrong corner. There we go. Oh, some interesting views here. Some real interesting graphical glitches. Again, not much use to this. Maybe I'll be able to spot and EMP lock people with the drone from here. But not too useful. Not game-breakingly useful. A very weird quirk with this, though, is that because we clipped through this wall, we didn't set off some kind of trigger on all the doors here. Because even if I go back in the map, the top of the stairs here, it just doesn't have collision anymore. Just not at all. And we have to go back through the window and then back in the normal way for there to be collision again. And I think, even though that's not doesn't work with the ceiling here, it does work with the other staircase. Oh, maybe it's the other up staircase. Did we turn it back to solid? No, no we didn't. The first time I did this, I didn't know it was connected to the window, so I was just like, huh, wonder what's... Oh, you can just fly up through it. But no, you have to do the window part first to cause the loading error or whatever to happen. The windows imply there's a floor here, but there is not. And of course you get some more weird geometry. Looking great. Alright. That was enough glitches, so let's look at a genuine Easter egg again. When you play the Command Conquest mode, this area is called the skate park. And it is kind of... it is a very lame skate park. But it is a skate park. There's some hills and some things you could grind. There's no ramps. There's no pool. It's just sort of vaguely skateboardish. But right here. Full circle. This is the company currently developing Skate 4. There you go. Nice little nod to the next big EA game, I guess. Well, I guess we'll see that E3 next year. And now I just want to show you something goofy. Oh, wait. There's another genuine Easter egg. I forgot. Almost forgot. It's a good thing I got my list here. I only hit it once. What do you mean? Okay, that didn't help as much as I hoped it would. We're looking for the little bus stop. I thought it was right here. Am I not down far enough? Now, where is the dang thing? I swear, this dang, it was right here. I just start looking all up and down for this here bus stop here. It's got the train station metro times on it. Just want to check out the schedule. Or not a schedule, but you know, the track, the path. Oh, but we could take a look at MacArthur here. People in the video are gonna be real confused while I'm doing this voice. And I think the streamers are too. But this here is MacArthur, played by Ryan MacArthur. It is talked about in the conspiracy radio that he is in with all the corporations and bad guys. He's like schmoozing with them, and this movie is brought to you by EA Dice and Pascal Egert. Pascal Egert is one of the designers for like graphic design for this game, and it's based on a story by a self-aware artificial intelligence. Cool. I know there's one over here, but I don't think it's in the texture's high quality, which is very weird for the same sign to be in two places and be lower quality in one place versus the other. How does that happen? This is the low quality one, I think. Yeah, look at this. I mean, it's readable. Or no, you can read it. I wonder if my game was just glitched last time. I mean, it makes sense. I'm not setting off loading zones, but most of this is fine. Just weird names from this country, except right here. Why are you reading this? Play the fudging objective. Incredible. Yeah, a lot of LODs pop in this game. They've tried their, even despite what a lot of players are saying that the performance is awful, which kind of is. They've done their best to optimize these maps at least. But it's hard to make games with wide open maps like this, especially when you want to drop 128 players into them with vehicles. Got a car. Alright, I'm gonna go look at a out of bounds thing with the drone. And then I'll switch to the wingsuit chick to show you a couple of smaller things. Save the travel time. These bridges you can control if you want to cut off how the enemy's driving their vehicles around. And this thing here, you can blow up. Well, it probably takes a lot of firepower because it's balanced for 128 players shooting at it around it. But you can knock that whole thing off the building. Yeah. When the players have attack helicopters rain missiles down there, that's when it goes off. I think this building has the paintings, which are on the clues list, but we don't know the true meaning of. Yeah, these here. This. And this. Some people think they're parts of runes. I think they match up with a map somewhere. Like one of the maps has paths that fit this. But I have tried to puzzle piece this into many different places. And a few close matches, but nothing perfect enough to be, oh, that's what it was hinting at. So, those are still an open mystery. Or they could just be generic paintings, because they're pasted a few times in this map. I don't know if that disproves that they're not important, but they aren't unique. They're just very weird. Anyway, you should take note here. This is what a car looks like. And you can break it, and it's all like, has an interior. It's an okay car. There's some weird scenes, but it's an okay car. And now we're going to go out of bounds with the drone. And I want you to show you what a Skybox car looks like. Those there. Like, that car looks fine right there. But let's get closer. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The car of the future. I love it. Truly. Truly. I think we should make our cars like... I think we should make our cars like this. And the trams, too? I mean, this is what peak design looks like. If you have more than 8 angles on your car, I don't know what you're doing. You don't need those angles. The Cybertruck. Yeah, it's a Cybertruck. It's here. And now let's look at a fun little thing in the skybox that yeah, Doc. The words we saw earlier, the ones on the building over there. This one, Mel's back in Brett's. We are gonna go see those in a very weird place. I'll show you that in a second, too. I didn't know it was on both buildings. I've seen it on the building over there. But we look over here. There it is! Floating in the sky, halfway clipping through a building. When this was found, the person on the Easter egg Discord was like, guys, what's a Melsberbretts? Could this mean something? Is this like an anagram? What's happening? And I'm like, no, it's the text from there. They tried to put it on a building over there, and it just did not align. Like, not even close to aligning. I don't know if maybe there was a different building here in some point in development, and they didn't switch the sign when they switched the building. It just didn't work. This skybox is massive, but this ocean is so far that we just can't get over there. The further drone trick doesn't work. Helicopters can't reach that far. I have a theory that there may be a way to reset the helicopter cooldown by jumping out glide suiting and jumping back in, but I don't know if you can do that reliably enough to actually explore the map. But I'm gonna look back into that. Over here is where the global warming stuff is. Or there's flood and everything. So I don't have to travel across the whole map to show you this one. There's something weird with the building LOD. If you're kind of far away, you can see this. I don't know if you can make it out, but it says FPS and then CPU 59% and then some more obscured text. That's like the debug menu. That's like what you would have displaying to check how your computer's running while you play. Why is that randomly misaligned textured to the lower LOD of a building? I have no idea. I have no idea how that would get there. But there it is. If you get close, there it goes. It's very distracting when you're flying over it, and you're just like, what is that? If it was any other texture, I'd be like, okay, they left an LOD texture, but why the debug menu? Why is there even a screenshot of the debug menu in the game's files to be there? There's the Prussian headquarters. Out of bounds, though. And if you see this place from above, you can see just how many triangles there are, and try fitting those paintings in. Like, it's so close, but it just doesn't quite fit anywhere. One last funny haha in this map. Okay. Moving on. Now we're getting to the part where I'm going to speculate a bit and point people in some directions of where we are trying to find stuff. Also, Dice, let me copy-paste the portal code. I don't know why I can't paste there. This map we have not found any major Easter eggs on. There's a lot of the flavor text Easter eggs because those appear on multiple maps. But this map, we haven't found anything specific to it. There's some interesting skybox buildings I can point out. And there's a certain container that has been a point of interest to pretty much everyone who's played it. Everyone's looked at this crater, at this container, and been like, is that something? Cut through a building here, see if I see any of the multi-map Easter eggs I haven't pointed out. What is that? What's on that chair? Okay. Oh, there's the painting again. What computer error screw we got here? Oh god. Look at the screen. You literally just see the individual LEDs. LEDs. Is this not one with an error number? No. Some of these computers have error numbers, and the error numbers are built references. Buy more toner. Shipping is fun. Stop. Have you hydrated yet today? Actually, I'm gonna do that. Thanks, Dice. We initially thought that this red line was related to the paintings, because, I mean, it's pretty painting-y, but seeing like this one, it's more likely it's supposed to be a heart rate monitor, and the paintings don't look like heart rate monitors. Interesting stuff about the storm here, because when you play these maps in the big conquest mode, there's tornadoes. They can actually pick you up and throw things around. Dog. This paper here, it says spotting errors. If you Google spotting errors, you'll find this exact paper in high res. It's math homework. It's like essay example questions. It's on every piece of paper in every map. Lost connection. What's the error code there? Let me see your code. It's not the right one. Got any computers with the right error code? What's there? Filing. Move boxes. Rename old files. Calendar 2042. Probably accurate. That's probably something you could look up. Keep your photocopier in good shape. Remove the old cartridge. Cartridge. Okay. Is it in all locations? No, it says cartridge there. Mm-hmm. Got anything cool on there? I haven't read you yet. No. I thought that was blood. It's like, what? Here's this paper notebook. I have not found a high-res copy of this. Oh, well, that's actually pretty good. That's the best I've seen. I can't get that that barcode to scan. Doesn't read as a real barcode. But that's on literally every map. I think actually literally everyone. What the fuck was that? Did the door squeak very loudly? Or was that a cat? I've never heard that sound effect. That scared the shit out of me. Will it do it again if I run to this one? Oh my god, it wasn't the door. I was about to say, there's this cool storage room with the paint missing, but then... What the fuck was that? I'm scared. The cookie jar is empty. I'm paranoid. I'm seeing things. I keep seeing the leaves move and thinking someone's running by. Alright, well, I'll have to review that footage in post. What was that? What? This is the thing? The whiteboard? Okay. Wow, that scared the shit out of me. I'm glad that happened on stream. I would have been really scared. So, yeah, still plenty of things to find. There's so much map in every map that we just can't see it all. Let's go look at the spooky container now. The actual Easter egg I was supposed to show you that now seems mundane in comparison to whatever cat goblin is running around that building up there. Did I say inane? Or did that's what I meant to say. Need a bird's eye view. Am I way off? Is it down there? I've only seen this thing like the heat of the battle. It's a little hard to keep track when there's tanks shooting at you. Somewhere here. Okay, so you know how all these containers either have a green light, which means you can open them, or no light, which means you can't open them. There is a container on this map, which is covered in caution tape. Oh, there it is. And it has a red light. So, we think maybe not now, but at some update down the line, there'll be a way to open this. Like this one has tape and no light. This one has a green light. It can be opened. What do you mean? This is, as far as I know, the only container in the game that has a red light. And I think we've clipped in there and there's nothing directly inside, but we may just need to set off something. Also, this is radioactive. If this blows up, it has like a unique effect. There. It's like little fireworks in it. Very weird. There's a lot of them around this area. What if a cat got in it and was mutated to a monster? Maka Hex. Here's the room that... This is the other... Okay, so the buildings are copy-pasted a bit. Like, there's a few of them in the map. This is that same kind of building. A little different, though. This room actually is in the process of being painted. And there is one light out. There's just no light in that one. I think you can still shoot these ones out. Or at least diminish them. But this one just doesn't have a light bulb at all. And one of the generic sticky note models, I don't think we got one here, says replace the light in the storage room. So there's a weird lore around that light bulb. Restock fridge, cookie jar, fix the crane beam scanners. Take a look at the skybox. So a lot of weird one-off signs and companies here. Infotech Solutions, like a fake AT&T. There they are. There's a Ferris wheel. Like a lot of unique models for the skybox, including Up Down Games, if you can read that. It's a very small, very far away one. Up Down Games, it does exist as a game company, but it's not like the Skate 4 one. Up Down Games, which has a different logo than that, only existed as of September of this year, and the only game they have is one coming out next month that is a Stanley Parable-like game about an elevator. I assume it plays similar to that Garry's Mod map, where the elevator takes you to very bizarre, surreal places. And they've been hyping like a big mystery around it, like this ARG stuff you have to solve in it. And they just deny that they have anything to do with it. They say like, wow, cool of DICE to give shout out to indie developers. They should really ask them first, though. So I don't know if DICE and that company came up with that. Like, that name has never been a video game company name, which is, it seems weird. It seems like a generic video game company name. But it hasn't existed until this fall in 2 places at once. And now I'm gonna get off this map before I scare myself to death. Goku. Yeah, I assume it's a coincidence, but it's pretty wild then. Anything left to show off? Yes, renewal. Host code. There's even 2 maps, Hourglass and Orbital, that I haven't shown off in this stream, that I probably won't in this stream because we haven't found anything too crazy there. But there are 2 more giant, massive maps to search around that we haven't found major Easter eggs on. So Renewal here, which is one of my favorite maps, I like how this one looks, is we're going to look at some lore stuff. With that meme of very low end and very high end right next to each other, like, oh yay, capitalism. But video games aren't political. So this company here, this company is called Synseco? Synseco. They create weird plant stuff. Definitely not bioweapons. Definitely like the world's food supply after technology went blackout, and they're like the Amazon. There's SEC, that's the security company. You can see them on a few maps. There's a weird glitchy screen. I don't think we found anything in this, but it is wacky. It has the right error code, but it keeps moving around. The error code is 241254, but it's the Battlefield games because it goes Battlefield. It goes 2 for Battlefield 2, and then 3, and then 2 again for Bad Company 2, and then it goes 415 because Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, and then it ends in 42 or for Battlefield 42. Duh. And there's another error code that if you change each number to the letter it would be in the alphabet, it spells out the word battlefield. Alright, lore. We will not be silenced. No future. Oh, they got a Banky. I'm Banky. Eat the rich before they eat us. To exist is to resist. Demand justice. Stay strong. Omegas, evil overlords. So here's some of that lore. That dung beetle with... Oh, they're calling to the sack poop. Liars live here. Senesco equals oppressors. Control-Alt-Delete. And then my personal favorite, I think it's down here. This graffiti repeats a few times. The Trollolo, right here. So, this is where games have gone. This is gaming. And also, Omega equals overlords. We got video game fake Illuminati lore, actual real-life resistance graffiti, and Trollolo. I think this sums up, like, the 2010s to now, all in one image. We're gonna swoop on down to the main building and point out some more deep lore here. Dang it. So slippery. I don't have fall damage. You want to go up the floor? I'll come back to this room. So first I want to show you the research laboratory room. Oh, that was the SCP logo. So here's their research room. They're researching these plants. These, like, translucent blue plants. They've got, like, some DNA code strands. And they're also looking at butterflies. This butterfly here, which is that same sort of blue translucency, which makes me think that there's some kind of flower and butterfly going into their drugs. According to the conspiracy theory people, which I'd assume they'd all be slightly wrong, but close to the truth, because that's how the dramatic irony would work out, they claim that this place uses human bodies as fertilizer. And there's a funny scene where the host of the podcast is, like, choking on his food because he realized it came from Senesco. But if you come in here, where they actually make the plants, butterflies. Lots of butterflies. It's really beautiful. Even if they are making mind control drugs or something out of human bodies, it is beautiful. I really like the design of this map because you can see like all the places they're making the plants, and you can see the fields and all the machines keeping it together. Z04 GF8 or CF8. Those are repeated in all these models. No clue. Here's what they're making. Highly flammable. Fatal if inhaled. Calcium propionate. Made in France. Expires 2042, May 11th. Produced 2039, April 11th. And then I'm hoping this warehouse here will have another of the textures that appears on multiple maps, because that'll be a good way to end the stream. But first of all, look at this goo. This is really good goo graphics. This is what next-gen goo looks like. Listen to the squelching. With the goop. Gwyneth Paltrow's goop. The Nesco cars, like everything is so perfectly themed. Even if this game is falling apart at its seams, and even if people don't find the gameplay fun, just the map design alone is just beautiful. They did such a good job with the maps. And they're probably going to add a new map in every battle pass, so that's at least like 4 maps in the next year. And those ones will probably have Easter eggs, because it's usually the Battlefield DLC stuff that does the weird, crazy Easter eggs. Which, if you don't know Battlefield Easter eggs, look them up. They're insanity. It's all kinds of Morse code and ciphers and things you have to solve in the map in live multiplayer matches. Crazy stuff. But we're looking for a shipping label. Is that it? Okay, this is it. So, thank you all for watching. Yeah, hour and a half. That's pretty good. I'll definitely do a sequel to this if we find more cool stuff. Right now, that Shadow of the Colossus one is still the coolest, in my opinion. And we'll leave off with this little shipping label here, which just simply says, sorry, nothing funny to read here. With awesome direct shipping extreme fast. Incredible. Have a good one, y'all. I'm gonna go see if I can make this into a video at some point. I'll definitely put the whole stream up on YouTube. But I'll try making a video. I've never done that before. Yeah. Have fun out there. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna go play more Pokemon now.